Is using Ozempic really cheating? In my mind, I absolutely don't think it is, but there are a lot of people out there that really do think that Ozempic and using Ozempic, Wegovy, or anything like that is absolutely cheating. Now, I wanted to get back on here because I haven't updated the video or the channel for a long time. I wanted to talk about my kind of progress so far using Ozempic and now being off of Ozempic. And then, of course, everything that I'm seeing online from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. There are a lot of people out there that really vilify and kind of demonize Ozempic and people that use Ozempic. And honestly, I think it's fucking ridiculous. And for me, I don't mind saying that. I don't mind. I'm sure comments will follow after this video if you think it's cheating or it's not cheating. I really don't give a shit. But I wanted to get on here and document my progress in what I'm doing. And I really don't care if somebody doesn't like it. So I have no problem coming out here and saying I use Ozempic. A lot of people try to hide it. A lot of people have no problem saying it. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I recently saw a TikTok video of a girl running, and I'm not going to put it up because there's really no reason to go and hate on her. She's deleted the video. But she did get a lot of backlash from it and a lot of support from it too, where she was on a run and talking about Ozempic and how it's cheating and people really aren't doing the right thing. She didn't think it was fair that people can just lose weight just without trying. And in some respects, she is right. There is obviously a hint of cheating with Ozempic. You're using something that's kind of making you lose the weight, making you have less of an appetite. It's absolutely an appetite suppressant. Obviously, that's what people are using it for. And there are of course people who need Ozempic to lose weight, and then there are people who just go on it because it's an easy solution and they don't really want to put in the hard work. So in that respect, she is a little bit right. But when it really comes down to it, who cares? And I know some people are going to be out there. It's like, well, I go to the gym every single day. I'm eating this, I'm eating that. So yeah, it's unfair to see somebody jump on there and not do anything, not really try, and then still lose weight. How does that affect you? And I'm not talking to anybody watching, and I'm specifically talking to the lady in the video and kind of people that are of that mindset. How does it affect you? If people are out there trying to get healthy and this is an attempt to try to get healthy, where's the downside in that? Now, of course, having said that, doing Ozempic, Wegovy, or anything like that, Zepbound, all the G1LP or GLP-1s that are out there, even if you do those and you eventually get off of them, there's really no guarantee that you're going to keep that weight off because that, again, is where the hard work comes in. So even somebody who's on Ozempic loses 100 pounds, whatever it is, 20 pounds, 200 pounds, the moment they come off of that stuff, they still have to put in the work, which is what people are pissed off about that they're missing now. That could potentially come back and harm somebody that gets off of Ozempic. All that hard work that they did put in, and it is hard work. I mean, losing weight is not easy. So any work that they have put in to lose the weight that they've lost, if you're not taking care of that, you're not maintaining your eating lifestyle, you're dropping out of exercising or anything like that, you will see some of that weight come back, if not all of that, and more sometimes come back. And before I get too far into the video, I am somebody who has lost weight naturally. I did it the way that everybody says you're supposed to do it. I'll put up a picture here of me when I actually lost the weight. And like I said, I did it naturally. I changed my diet. I changed everything about it. I followed Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Body, the slow carb diet. I did that for years, probably. It took me 2 years or almost 2 years to lose all of the weight, which was 160 pounds. And I kept it off for about 8 or 9 years. And yes, it's absolutely hard work. Luckily with that diet, you get a cheat day every Saturday, which I definitely took advantage of. But once I got into the diet and really started lifting weights, I opted out of the cheat days a lot of the times just because I was more focused on looking like this, so I wanted to keep it there. I really paid attention to what I was doing with my, basically my entire lifestyle, my eating lifestyle, my living lifestyle, my workout lifestyle. I wanted to maintain that, and that's where the hard work kind of stepped up and came back in again. And of course, if you watch the channel, if you watch the previous videos, I did jump on Ozempic this time, and the reason I jumped on Ozempic this time were several different reasons. The biggest one was health issues. As I've stated in previous videos, I went through probably 4 or 5 years ago now, 4 years ago now, I had blood clots, I had heart damage, lung damage. It really took me out to the point where it was really hard for me to breathe or do anything. I couldn't even walk a flight of steps without having to stop at the top of the stairs for 2 minutes just to catch my breath again. And like I said, this is coming from somebody who had lost weight. I was in good shape before I had my blood clots. And then, of course, once I got my blood clots, I gained all my weight back. I have taken some of it back off with Ozempic, but I gained all of my weight back. And it wasn't because of, I definitely changed my eating lifestyle a little bit. It wasn't horrible, but the fact that I wasn't moving around anymore or couldn't move around, that really compounded even with me eating somewhat properly. And then, of course, I got to the point where over the next couple of years, the breathing started to get a little bit better. It definitely took about 3 years before the breathing really started to get better. The heart tissue, lung tissue, the damage that was done there, it started to not really fix or heal itself, but basically everything around it started to get stronger. So I was able to breathe a little bit easier. But then, of course, I had gained so much weight back that the breathing issues then became part of the weight issue. So I pretty much traded one for the other. As the heart and lungs got better, the weight got worse, and then the breathing shifted from the blood clots to the weight. And that's where I kind of figured I need Ozempic at this point. I was getting to the point where it was really bad. I got up to 380 pounds, very heavy. And by this point, I definitely wasn't eating right. And then, of course, you add on drinking or anything like that, it really, again, compounds everything. And it was just to the point where even if I did cut down, and I had done it over the last couple of years, I started to cut out the drinking, the eating, anything like that. But no matter what I did, the weight just was still not coming off because I still couldn't move well. So that's basically where I got to the point and the reason why I jumped on Ozempic. As somebody who has lost weight, I know exactly what to do. I know what to eat. I know how to exercise. I know how to do all that stuff to lose weight naturally. I definitely didn't see this as cheating or anything like that. I don't look at Ozempic as cheating any more than I look at using pre-workout before I go lift weights. You're using basically a stimulant to give yourself an unnatural boost of energy so that you can go in there, put in a little bit harder work. And there are definitely people out there who would say pre-workout is cheating. Again, that's up to personal opinion. I don't think it is. And that's exactly where I come back to the Ozempic thing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there are a lot of people out there who are not going to put in the work. They're just using Ozempic because it's an easy fix. And unfortunately, a lot of those people will see the downside, side effects, or anything like that with using Ozempic. I know a lot of people that have gotten gastric bypass, used Ozempic or anything like that, and they haven't changed their eating habits, which is one of the things I've really tried to do being on Ozempic, is getting back to that healthy eating lifestyle. So the foods that I'm eating are definitely taking an effect on my overall weight loss. And now that I'm off Ozempic, I'm still eating well and the weight has maintained. And I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video, but I have been off Ozempic for quite a while now. It's got to be a month to 2 months. I think in closer to 2 months. I'd have to go back and look it up to see when I actually stopped it. I will be getting back on it at some point. I'm just trying to figure out with my doctor and insurance and everything like that so I don't have to pay the $1,000 or whatever they want to charge for it. I'd much rather get it through insurance if I can. But like I was saying, you do see a lot of people, and I have seen a lot of people. I have relatives, I have friends who have taken other ways of weight loss. And instead of eating a full hamburger and a big thing of fries, they're only eating half a burger and half a thing of fries, or a quarter of a burger and a quarter thing of fries. So they are losing weight, but they're definitely not doing it right. And they're letting Ozempic kind of work its magic. And again, I don't think that's Ozempic's fault. And I don't blame Ozempic for cheating, because honestly, they're cheating themselves. And I know for a fact that stuff doesn't work because the people that I just mentioned, when they got off of Ozempic or whatever they were using, or a couple years past their gastric bypass or whatever surgery they had done, their eating lifestyle just back again. If they were down at a quarter burger, they were within 6 months to a year back up at a full burger and fries. So they're eating terribly. The weight started to come back up. And that's definitely one thing I'm trying to stay away from with being off Ozempic. I knew that was kind of one of the things to look out for when you get off of Ozempic. A lot of people talking about losing all their weight again. And I'll venture to say that the people that have gained all of their weight back and more, I'm willing to bet that they did not change their eating lifestyle and they went right back to eating whatever stuff they were eating before that caused them to gain weight in the first place. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm still at 60 pounds down from the 380, so I'm right at 320 right now. Still a long ways to go, which is why I'm going to be getting back on Ozempic real soon, just to help it along a little bit further. I'm definitely getting better. As far as walking around a lot more, I mentioned it in the previous video. I walk around a lot at work, so I definitely make sure that I get up. Like I said in the previous one, if I don't need to go to an office, I still get up and walk to the office or the courtroom where I work, just to get that extra movement, that extra exercise. And of course, the most important thing is still keeping the healthier eating lifestyle. So that's pretty much it with this one. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to cut this one off. But again, I don't think Ozempic is cheating, or it is cheating, but not in the way a lot of people want to think about it. But I would love to hear people's opinions. I know a lot of the YouTube doctors are going to come in here and talk about different side effects and anything like that, which I'll get into in another video, which is definitely something you need to pay attention to. But again, I'd love to hear the comments from people in the comments section. So let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video.